And today we're kicking off with NYCHA, which started, I heard from Bruce, in 2018, with trying to get funding for this, restoration of this historic work by Richard Barthe. Came out of the Harlem Renaissance. Here in the Kingsborough community, there's other pieces like it out of that era, this WPA era of bringing amazing pieces of public art to public housing communities and other public spaces across our city and our nation. And that's why, one reason why this is important. The other reason that this is important, what we're doing here, is that we're also looking to build community. And thanks to the funding from the Mellon Foundation, we're not only supporting restoration work here and finally kicking that off, but we are working to kick off an artist in residency program here over the next 18 months in partnership with Angela Whitaker and the residents here at Kingsborough. Yeah. We'll have a fellowship, and I want to recognize our team at the Public Housing Community Fund, Claire McElvain, our Deputy Director, and Taryn Jones. Where's Taryn? Our new community programs and placemaking lead. He's met some of the residents here, and Taryn will be leading a stakeholder advisory group here at Kingsborough that will guide this effort. It will be resident-led using NYCHA's Connected Communities framework, and over the next 18 months to 20 months, we will not only see this space physically transformed, but we will be engaging at the Public Housing Community Fund the community on a broader level around art programming, taking your vision, your ideas, your dreams, your wants and needs, and putting that into arts and programs, and also when this wall is rebuilt, putting those beautiful murals on the back of the wall. I met Thelma this morning and Miss Lloyd. They were reminiscing about the murals that were installed in 2006 on the back side of the wall. We'll see those after the groundbreaking today, but we know that they are just as special as Exodus and Dance here. And that is the point of our Artist in Residency program that we have the ability to work on with the community over the next few months, which is really, really exciting. And then finally, with the funding from the Mellon Foundation, we are going to work on the first of its kind story walk. It's something that Videhi Modi and Delma Palma, formerly of NYCHA, conceived with other partners in NYCHA's capital unit. We'll be working closely with the community on what that looks like. The idea here is that Kingsborough has all of these walks, and how can we better connect this community here to this piece, but also put it into historical context, tell the story that Larry has told through some of the banners around this fence, and then also bring in the broader community here to experience this work and understand the unique history and the contributions that the residents here have made over generations in Kingsborough. So it's a very, very exciting day, and we're thrilled to be joined by our partners at NYCHA and by HUD, our elected officials, and of course the residents and the Mellon Foundation and local partners in this effort. We are in historic Weeksville. I do want to recognize Raymond and Erica here as well from Weeksville Heritage Center, so thank you for joining us today. And before we get to our speakers, I want to recognize the team that has made this happen over the last 2+ years. Remember, this was a project that started with funding in 2018, designed by NYCHA Capital, a unique project for the Capital Unit, and it was guided by the Kingsborough residents themselves in partnership with Weeksville Heritage Center and Fulton Art Fair, so the broader community. I mentioned Videhi Modi, Delma Palma. I know Monique is here. Raise your hand. Monique, our project manager. Audrey Washington could not join us today. She's also on the team, and Keith and Sue. So I wanted to give them a shout out. NYCHA has done an incredible job here to bring this project to the point where we can break ground today. So with that said, I'm going to pass the mic.
Hi, we're at the celebration kickoff event for the restoration of the Richmond Barthe frieze located in the Kingsborough housing development. The frieze has been here since 1940s. It's by artist Richmond Barthe.
Exodus and Dance just really demonstrates the resiliency of New York City, the resiliency of NYCHA, the resiliency of artwork. The fact that this has stood here for over, it actually gives me the chills, and I swear it's not because I'm cold. It's just incredible.
And we're all excited about the groundbreaking for the restoration of this piece, because not only is it an historical piece of artwork, but it also preserves the rich history of this very community in Weeksville. And so I'm proud to have been able to assist in allocating $1.8 million to restore this wall, but I'm mostly proud of the fact that our residents of Kingsborough houses, the New York City Housing Authority families, will be able to understand this process, understand who Richmond Barthe was, and feel proud of having this piece in their community.
So what we were able to do is to provide $2 million in funding to NYCHA and the Public Housing Fund in order to fill the construction gap, but importantly to find funding opportunities to have more robust community engagement, to work with current day artists and culture bearers and people to tell the history and the stories of this artwork, of artists, but also here this community. So we're really excited and proud that we're able to support that work. And it's also something that we see as a model for other projects, and we're actually looking at other similar work in other public housing communities, both here in New York City, but also across the nation.
I've been here since 1958. This wall was amazing to us. We didn't even understand the meaning of this wall or what the project was. And I'm just happy that the project started. We started this in 2018. 2018 we started this project. And I'm so glad that it's being fulfilled and it's being done, because this means a lot to us as kids. When we understand what was the meaning of this wall and everything that's going on with it, we are so happy that it's happening and that we can see the progress in it, because it was so beautiful when we was young.
Being here, and thank you for being a part of this story. As you just heard, 80 years that this has been a part of the story of New York City. It's telling the story of our challenges, the exodus, and our joys, the dance. The complexity of what it means to be in community together is something that anyone living in New York, anyone living in any community knows what that is and what that means. And this artwork is a way for us to see that, to have that expressed, and to understand it. But all of the work, all the great partners from NYCHA, from Fulton Art Fair, elected officials, and all of you here in this community have been doing the work to keep and shape this place, right? And to maintain our stories and to understand what it means to be together. Something that is really valuable and important about art is that it allows us to be full people, right? It allows our complexities to be expressed. Having that happen in a place like Kingsborough houses is really important. It's important that we take care of each other. It's important that we hold our histories and we hold our stories. So at the Mellon Foundation, we're working to make the investments and